get cracking!
Welcome everybody to the Dota 2 Champions League Season 3. This is one of our first matches and sure to be one exciting one at that. We got DT168, or you should know him as the Retry. In fact, I've even been putting it up on the overlays just because it's really what the team is. It's the Retry. Now named as DT168 versus Next.kz. Next.kz, they've been performing pretty decently of late, and I'm interested to see whether or not they can take on PGG and crew. And let's get into the draft, guys. I can welcome in my co-caster, Mr. Rio Burrows, is going to be joining me not only for this match, but as well as the match following up, was going to be the Join Dota League Finals. So, Rio Burrows, what's going on, man?
How's it going? Classic drafts this time. Batrider versus Centaur. We get to see the war between the two heroes that have been picked out the most, seems like, over the past 2 weeks. So
seriously, these two offlaners, man, they just keep on going against each other. It's like Centaur, like everybody wants Centaur, but then everybody wants the Batrider to try and go up against the Centaur since he's a good controlling hero and he's just makes a damn good splash going into the mid game. So pick up the Luna after that, so get themselves a nice early carry. Certainly one of the strongest carries in the meta right now, as most of the bigger names have already been banned out.
Another Shadow Demon Centaur. We saw that last game, and it did work. Did it work out? No, it didn't, because
Shadow
they
Demon
had
got
TA,
caught
which
out
was
way
useless.
too often. Yeah. And on top of that, the dual lane that they ran, I'm okay with the dual lane. I think the aggro dual lane, but the biggest problem was they were going up against Invoker in the one position, which just, like, time and time again, like, even though, like, the Shadow Demon got caught out in a couple of bad positions, even when they were in good positions and they caught out the enemy supports, they still couldn't do anything because every single time Centaur would get close to that disruption, ready to throw down the stomp, and then a cold snap would come in, and it would just completely interrupt his animation for the stun, and the person who got disrupted would just walk out of melee range of the Centaur.
Yeah, normally you have that off lane, solo off lane, where the Centaur was like level 4 or 5, just because he was sharing the EXP. Like, they were both the same level, and so he was like level 4 when it was like 7-8 minutes in the game or something, maybe 5. So he was getting all this EXP sucked away from him too, which that hurts your off lane too.
Well, we got some more bands coming out. We got Templar Assassin as well as the Ancient Apparition taken out by Dream Team. Marana and Doom is going to be banned out by Next.kz. So take it away. That obvious, the Disruption Arrow combo, not something you really want to see. Dream Team, though, they're going to pick up the Chen going up against the Dazzle, and now the Sand King picked up by Next.kz. So Next getting a lot of good team fight between the Dazzle, like the weave into the Luna's good physical damage, like that's scary already, but then you got a lot of pickup potential with the Batrider and Sand King. Once again, long cooldown ultimates. We saw this earlier in our first game, Power Rangers versus Rio. Help me out. Who was the other team?
All right, was it Next? No, it wasn't. No, it was
no.
I was thinking Next.kz.
It's on the verge. It's on the tip of my tongue right now.
MYM? No,
it was MIM versus MMC in game 2.
MMC.
Either way, Power Rangers. Either way, the match that we saw was a lot of really long cooldown ultimates, which had a lot of good potential for team fight, but they went greedy with it. Like, they went greedy with the Sand King, and they got punished heavily by an aggressive tri-lane. But
it was Dusa.
Dusa, that's right, the Russian team. So,
nice. They were so late to coming that I forgot they even existed.
Got him. Okay, so this time around, though, there's not really a possibility of Dream Team being able to run an aggressive tri-lane. Like, I'm done with the Enchantress being run aggressively in the enemy jungle, not so much with the Chen. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Chen is practically less effective. You need at least level 5 or 4. I guess if you get that nuke, but if you only have one creep, it's not as effective, whereas the Enchantress can get multiple creeps, different creeps, and always put pressure anywhere. So definitely stacking up. You're chaining a Chen farming jungle, though, for Sand King farming jungle. So I think they're almost the same, but I like Sand King because of the stun plus the blink. epicenter. Chen has a lot of heals though with mech and so they're about even.
Yeah, it just feels like Chen will do a lot more in that like 10 to 15 minute mark than the Sand King usually will. But Sand King has so much lasting power. Between his initiation is always good, even going into the late game. It's still going to be really favorable. Now, Viper pickup from Next.kz, and I love this pickup because we look at it like we're a little greedy with the Sand King. Luna is also carry who's going to need some time to be able to farm up. Dazzle is not going to be making a real big splash in the early game, so we don't have a whole lot of playmakers in that like 5 to 20 minute mark, right? There's not a whole lot of power for Next.kz in that area, but Viper will make up with that just because that is like his bread and butter, man. It's like the laning phase he controls really well, and then immediately outside of the laning phase is where he's strongest. So he's going to make up for Next.kz and some of the weaknesses in their draft early on. But Dream Team, they're going to go ahead and last pick up a Lifestealer. And Ryu, I cannot say the last time that I saw a Lifestealer picked up. And they're grabbing that into a Viper.
And a Batrider. And a Shallow Grave. So it's actually kind of useless, I want to say, but not really. I mean, if you think about it, all he needs is Abyssal, and he can theoretically out-carry the Luna. But that's normally when you're snowballing. So if it's like a 1v1 situation, I don't know how it's going to go. But yeah, the Viper, they needed something to get a mech middle because they didn't have a mecher. And then with Chen's heals and mech that he's going to be able to get, he'll probably get a fast one. So they figured, hey, we need some more survivability instead of just a Shadow Priest. So why not get the Viper, help them out? And I feel like I'm echoing somehow still, even though I have it off.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, guys, if there are any audio issues, since we're on the Daily Motion stream, just go ahead and send it to our Twitters. You can send it to me at Dota Capitalist, as well as my co-caster at Ryu Burrows, R-Y-U. Hold up. No fear. Oh, Chen. He popped the smoke there. They did reveal some of Next.kz. Next right now just planning an invasion into the enemy jungle, setting up a very, very early ward into the jungle to see those Chen rotations. I don't believe this is close enough to block out this camp right here. I believe the line is somewhere in that area. So the camp will still spawn, but they do get some really good vision of the Chen's rotation. Batrider, though, he's not going to be able to get that illusion rune. Look at the number of illusions, though. We do have the Firefly on PGG. He's taken a good amount of damage already. Batrider may think about pursuing on PGG. In fact, there's nowhere he can go. He's done for. He's getting just, he's going to do a health potion, a little bit of extra health, and that actually might keep him alive. We do have the Batrider trying to cut ahead of him. The question is, can he get enough auto attacks? It's going to need another 2 more. If you can get it, the Tango as well, healing up at PGG. This last hit, good disruption as well. Now Lifestealer trying to help him out, but the Burrow Strike ensures that they do get the kill. So PGG falls, and it's actually going to be Lucky who picks up that first blood gold.
Should have turned around and disrupted the Batrider. The only reason why he was catching up to him was the movement speed of Boots. And yeah, with that, Boots first on Shadow Priest now. And that's not going to be that fun. This is now a tri-lane. Which I think they're going to rotate bottom, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, a Batrider tri-lane would just be so weird. So they are giving a lot of room to the Centaur, and if he can make the most of it, maybe pick up an early Ring of Regen and turn it into a fast Tranquil Boots. You know, despite the fact they gave up First Blood, they are getting something in return.
True, but then we're seeing this Shadow Demon come down here, which, what? How did he die? Yeah,
Batrider went down. I guess he just got a little bit too close. Lifestealer was able to get the open wounds off. Chen, he didn't have the best creep for it either. Like, he had a shockwave creep. That is not amazing. That is not amazing ganking potential right there. So I'm really surprised he was able to pull that off. I just kind of writ the Batrider lane as just kind of free farm lane for now.
I hope he gets phase boots on Lifestealer instead of the quick Midas, just so that you can chase down this Batrider so he can't play aggressively and greedy. And we'll see what happens with that, though. Mid lane, Viper should kind of be winning against Puck, but I guess Puck does have phase shift, but that passive should be kicking in.
Yeah, he should be winning in not only CS, but also like the harassment wars should be going the way of equal. This is, I agree with you. The fact that he's actually pretty far behind is a good sign for this stand-in. Right now we do have a stand-in for both sides. Dream Team, they have Yautsen, who's going to be playing in for them. Hold up, we do have a haste rune. PGG's coming in, hits the disruption. Can they actually combo this up? The Ursa Clap goes in too early, but it doesn't matter. They've surrounded Equal thanks to the disruption illusions and also the trees. And completely surrounded, picking up a nice little kill. So already Puck was doing well. Now he's going to be doing even better with the Viper kill.
And we see Batrider's level 4 now compared to the level 3 of Centaur. He pulled the creep wave. And does this, I was going to say if this ward blocks, no, this is giving Centaur just information like this other ward giving chin ganks, but they didn't even smoke and the Viper still got picked off. So they still have another smoke to use. But top lane,
Open wound's going to go down. They start going in on the Batrider. I'm not sure if they're really going to be able to pick up this kill. PGG is too low, and Nubik won't want to pursue into that Firefly after his rage is down, so Batrider walks away. Maybe if they had the Chen. Now Chen is coming in. Lefi gets the biggest nuke of his life, and he does. That was a monster one. I think he probably would have killed him even if he did get a lower edge on the scale, because he would have gotten at least a couple of auto attacks after that, but that was still Chen making that simple little rotation does make the difference.
All right, that was level 2, so max is 200. It looked like it said 198, but then it had Soul Catcher on there too. So I wonder.
We do have Centaur in a little bit of trouble here. He's being slowed up by that Shadow Poison. And question is, can Reeve stay in range? It's only level 1. He's out of range already. Burrow Strike is not going to be able to be up in time, so Centaur walks his way out. But yeah, that Chen nuke, it did pretty close to like maximum damage there.
Yeah. Do they calculate the stats? Because it had Soul Catcher on it, right? So it hit for that 198, right? So does it count the Soul Catcher with it for the damage? So technically it would have done like 170 or something, or 160. Then the plus the 20%, or does it do 198 plus?
No, I'm not sure. When like you're talking about the red numbers that pop up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not entirely sure whether or not that includes reduction. I'm pretty sure it does though.
Well, they're pressuring this top tower, and they should be able to get it because he has phase boots on Nyx, and this Batrider cannot come up unless they have a rotation for maybe this Dazzle. And bottom lane, actually, he's going to go down.
He's got his hands full going in for this Centaur. And Centaur just able to juke into that side little pocket area, and Mantis was too low to try and go in for that last nuke. So they give up on the Centaur chase. Meanwhile, that top tower will go down.
I think Shadow Priest should have just gave his life there. They could have killed him before he got the EXP anyways. I think it would have been worth it. Then Luna would have got level 6 from that. It's just they didn't want to play, I guess, too greedy. Could have had TPs, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, he did have Shallow Grave, so I agree with the idea of him diving. Hell, he might have been able to pick up the kill and still survive, but...
Yeah, he had TPs too. Could have TP'd out.
Viper looks like he's kind of been forced out of lane here. Right now he's sitting at level 6. But he's doing a little bit of stacking, I guess, for the Batrider to be able to clean up later. Batrider, he's picked up a little bit of farm in lane, but he's also died twice, so he doesn't have the greatest farm in the world. So if they could stack that up, get a faster Blink Dagger, they're going to need that sort of early potential, because right now the Sand King hasn't really been doing a whole lot of stacking just yet. We only have that 2-stack here. So an early Blink Dagger is not going to be up for a Sand King. They need one then, in that case, for the Batrider, because it can't just be the Viper alone buying his team time to get farm.
Yeah, and they're putting pressure on him mid. He's going to try to go on the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, we do have the Batrider coming in. Good 2-man coil, but PGG is still going to go down despite that attempt. And that was just kind of questionable play. I'm like, couldn't really see them killing the Viper, especially with corrosive skin. And it was just going to be nothing but trouble, pretty much, that them trying to go on the Viper like that.
Yeah, your Centaur is not 6. You're not having any support come in from the Chen. They didn't even have Chen ulti. Now he's 6th though. And they don't have even, like, if he had treads on Puck, they could have gotten the kill maybe, and he could have gotten out, but you don't know where the enemy is. They could be setting up. And when you showed yourself the Shadow Demon bottom lane.
Yep, disruption. He was actually able to dodge most of the Eclipse there. Only had one beam hit him, and he might live because of it. No, Dazzle comes in. That ensures the kill on PGG, but maybe Centaur can do something about it. Mantis trying to get close enough. PGG needs another auto attack here. PGG, he's going to take out from the poison eventually, and now Centaur just has to work his way out of here. Midas is going to be picked up by Mantis. So taking advantage of the fact that he's got pretty much a free farm lane here. He knows he needs to pick up a lot because Nubik already has his phase boots as well as the Midas picked up earlier. So he does have quite the lead on this Luna. And you know Dream Team are going to start getting really aggressive early on. They won't have the early Blink Dagger for the Centaur, and that's unfortunate. But Puck as well as the Lifestealer, that combo, it's just a Nake's Bomb through and through. Is going to be what allows Dream Team to have a significant advantage forcing fights against Next.kz.
Yeah, they'll have the Bat Rider and Puck will both have the Blink Daggers at the same time, relatively in the next minute. They should, basically it's going to come down to which person initiates better, because if the Puck gets initiated on by the Bat Rider, then they're going to be kind of screwed unless you get the Centaur ulti away and he can maybe get away after like he does that. But he could just, but if the Puck gets a great initiation on like 2 or 3, I think they're gonna win a team fight pretty handily right now.
Reeves right now, he's trying to do a little bit of his stacks, but he's only mounted up 600 gold so far, so his Blink Dagger is going to be pretty far out. Once the Centaur has his Blink though, in fact, really he just needs his ultimate right now. That would be a huge boon for them in these team fights, but they're going to try and push in the tier 1 tower without it. Coil and Disruption goes down. Now the Sand King comes in. Hits one stun on the Chen. Chen trying to get away, but the stomp, 2-man stomp by Afterlife. Now he gets his ultimate after that kill, pops it, and is able to get out. Maybe PGG might be able to get out as well. Bat Rider is pursuing, and he will get that blink off in front of the Shadow Demon. So a 2-for-3 exchange, not bad at all for Dreamtime.
He didn't even use the lasso there. He was just like, I could just blink over these guys and just Firefly around because they didn't even focus them at all. They just got the Viper instead. But yeah. Let's see. Where does what? Where did the Puck? All right, the Puck had his blink on the courier, but he sent it back to base or something.
Well, he's going to pay for it then because he's being drugged back right into the Viper ultimate, which means he will fall unless some sort of really clutch disruption goes down. He's still on the fire, though. He's going to come back and burn to death, and that just means the Shadow Demon gives up his life for nothing. So good rotation so far from Next.kz. They're really taking advantage of this. Top lane, Reeves, he's trying to farm up against Nubik, but it's just not going to go too well for him. All he has is Sandstorm.
Yeah, right now, no, the Nyx and the Luna aren't getting involved too much. So far, it's only been like 4v4. Maybe would like to see this Nyx help rotate so they could have secured that mid tower. But maybe once they get Centaur levels, well, he's still only level 6. That's a kind of a big problem right now. He needs levels because he's not going to be doing as much burst damage even once he gets his Blink Dagger, which he has relatively soon. And Sand King's just going to go for the Rush Blink Dagger. He's going to be a little while before he gets that.
Yeah, maybe if Centaur was a higher level, you could see Lifestealer just AFK farming. But you saw it. They got kind of rebuffed in that last attempt at forcing a middle team fight. If they have the Lifestealer there with an Infest Bomb, it's easily theirs. Like, the Lifestealer is going to be able to do so much more than the Luna can in these 5v5 engagements. Now jump in, Mantis set up with the Disruption, follow-up stun, and quickly burst down the Luna. That's the power of the Shadow Demon Centaur combo. It's so much burst damage, Disruption is a perfect setup for it, and then you add in even extra thanks to the Soul Catcher. So easily being able to shut down that carry, and that is going to be a huge advantage. Already, Lifestealer was going to come online so much earlier than the Luna. As soon as he has Armlet, pretty much, you should see him moving around a lot more aggressively. But now if they are actually able to shut down the Luna a little bit, it's going to be a long time before she's able to pick up that BKB Manta and turn it to a carry. Yep, Viper's in some trouble, silenced up. Now the Chen comes in, throws down the Stomp. An easy kill for them. Mech actually helps him survive, and now the Shallow Grave. Equal's going to get out. Not only that, he's going to kill Chen on his way out. Heal goes down from the Chen, gets him away.
Nuke.
Now the Lifestealer. Oh, he got him on the end. Nicely done with the nuke. Now going down. Yautsin comes in, tries to silence up, but Lifestealer's already popped his rage and on the pursuit of the Bat Rider. But now that Firefly is up, he's going to wisely back away. 2 easy kills for Dream Team, and now going to focus down on this tier 1 tower. So you get that Lifestealer rotation just like you asked for, man.
And a well-executed Satyr Tormentor Shockwave to secure that kill. Else they wouldn't have got it. I thought they weren't going to get the kill because I knew that the Viper had brought in the mech. But they were able to Hand of God. And Chen lives. And then he was actually microing his creeps at the same time. So that was really well played by Chen.
Lifestealer, well, looks like it bugged out a little bit, but he's got his armlet, and they're going to go for Roshan here. They know, like Next.kz, they're purely on the defensive right now. Next are just trying to buy time for the Luna to get farmed, for the Sand King. It feels like, once again, the Sand King is being punished. Not as much as last time that we saw it, where we ran an aggressive tri-lane, and he had no room to farm up, but he is still being punished just a little bit later into the game, about 10 minutes. Dream Team is now putting in a lot of effort into forcing Next.kz to defend their towers and take team fights. And the Sand King really just is not ready for that yet.
Right. And he wasn't there in the last team fight, which kind of hurt them, but he might have not been able to do that much. They really do need a Blink Dagger on him to be effective, so I agree with him just farming it up. Yeah. And they could have just caught out the Shadow Demon, but they didn't. Maybe they'll catch out the Chen instead. Yeah, they're gonna.
Pretty much, it feels like they're going to have to. They're gonna have to give up some towers. Oh, Stampede goes down. I was like, oh, it's just a given. Chen is going to fall, but the Stampede able to get him out. The slows obviously are just being completely wrecked by that
Luna.
Top lane. Yep. Afterlife coming in. Now the ultimate goes down from Mantis, but the tanky old Centaur is tanking too much damage, and the Eclipse bounces do nothing. So Mantis going to be trapped inside the jungle unless he manages to get some freak teleport. No, he's going to get caught, so he will fall. Meantime, it looks like the Chen was able to kill the Bat Rider. Where was that? The bottom lane. Chen gets his revenge, apparently.
Did they kill the tower, though? Tires. What happened to bottom tower? Probably went down a long time ago. I just forgot.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Sand King has his blink. That's the one silver lining so far.
Yep.
But yeah, that Luna was going down and a Bat Rider, so this is not that great. And then does Luna have... No. Luna's actually looking... Luna's item progression is actually not effective right now. And Lifestealer has 2,000 gold right now, and he can just... Yeah, he's going to go race car build, which is pretty good.
What do you think about this this really, really greedy build from Luna? Going for Midas as well as a farming item, which would be the Helmet Dominator.
They haven't even stacked right now, and it's 15 minutes in, and I don't agree with going both. If you want to do greedy, just go Yasha into, like, Manta. You don't need the lifesteal. You need movement speed just to get around. But, yeah, you need either Midas or a Mask of Madness, or just a Helm of the Dom, and then stacks. So you pick your poison of those three. I don't think any of those two, and then Nubik might get caught out. Nope, Stampede.
Another Stampede, man. It's the Bat Rider Viper combo. They're always looking for kills, but they just get ruined. Their slows are just ineffective up against the Stampede, so that's twice now. Stampede has been used defensively to be able to save somebody from the pickoff, and now they're going to turn it into a tier 1 tower. We do have Next.kz. This is good for them, I feel. Like, they're going to lose that bottom tower, but at least they're getting some farming time off of it. They're pushing in top. I doubt they'll be able to pick up a tier 2, as no doubt Dream Team will teleport in. They shouldn't really give up any tier 2s. They've got such a big advantage. It would be a shame to give up tower gold like that.
Yeah, they might lose mid tower as well if they don't start TPing back. I think Puck needs a TP. Yeah, Shadow Demon needs a TP. They're gonna go. They lost mid
that's
tower
a lot
already.
of magic damage with the Dagon going out, but Equal's still able to live through it with that maxed out corrosive skin. Now he's gonna turn. Dream Call goes down, but Equal doesn't care. He's getting off those right clicks. He's gonna be able to kill the Centaur, and now turn on Puck. That's gonna be 2 kills, and he's gonna teleport away. This is so smart. The Aegis was up on the Puck, but he just teleports away during that time, meaning that Puck completely wasted there. They lost 2 heroes effectively for nothing. Tier 1 tower still went down, and Next.kz didn't lose anybody at the top lane. In fact, they did a good amount of damage to this tier 2 as well.
Yeah, they should have just had Chen stay bottom, kept pushing by himself, and definitely teleported the Shadow Demon. They should have had the Lifestealer infest into the Puck and went back and just try to kill middle. They could have ensured the kills in middle, and they could have pushed down maybe middle. But now with that, they lost their mid tower, and they're giving a lot more space for this Bat Rider. which he's got another staff. I guess he's going for a Yules.
Take a look at that gold graph. We've got about a 2,000 lead right now for Dream Team and almost a 3,000 experience lead. That has dipped up a little bit after those last couple of engagements, though. And right now, we do have Reeves, who has picked up his Blink Dagger, and this is perfect timing, man. Right as they go in for a Tier 2 tower push, and look how close together they are. Now, Shadow Poison, PGG, he didn't quite reveal Reeves, meaning Reeves is going to get a huge epicenter as soon as the rest of Next.kz are ready. They've already glyphed. The Tier 2 tower is going to go down soon. Epicenter comes in. 2-man Burrow Strike is doing a ton of damage, but the heals are still able to go off. Chen gets his heals, and now the rest of Dream Team is actually trying to turn. There goes the Life Stealer popping out. The Eclipse now going down. That's going to be the turn factor. Next.kz on pursuit. Dream Team have already lost 2. It's a 2-for-2 exchange, but everybody's so low that they could go down, but fortunately, Blink Dagger goes off from Puck just in time, and that was not nearly as good as a team fight as I was hoping to see for Next.kz.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go more amazing for them, and actually Luna's going to get caught here too.
Yep, Luna's going to fall. Just boom! Oh my god, the Penitence into Dagon. That's some
They
burst
lost
damage.
to Tier 2 as well as the Luna there, so that's definitely going well aware. And then he didn't have the Sage and Yasha that fight, and now he actually has it, the Life Stealer, which as long as the Chin didn't actually get stunned in that fight, I thought they were gonna do really well, but he did get stunned. All his creeps died because he didn't get his ulti off in time, but I was surprised he managed to live alongside with the Puck. Didn't do enough burst damage.
Honestly, if they'd been able to pop him before the mech, Next.kz just would have crushed that team fight. The mech just made such a big difference there.
Yeah, maybe Bat Rider definitely needs to go on this instead of going on the whoever he went on. I'm not exactly sure. He should just always go on this Chin, make sure, because that's Sand King.
Oh, this is a bad decision. He's going to try and go and pop the Puck real quickly. Like 2-man stun, Burrow Strike, but all the Chen heals come into play, and Puck will be able to dodge some of that extra damage. Now Reed's is going to get caught out, and Bat Rider, says, see you later, buddy. Ooh, barely able to blink away from that Dream Coil just in time, and should be able to get himself out. Still, though, they lost to Sand King. They know that 5 heroes are top. That means they can farm a lot in middle lane as well as bottom without any real threat. As long as they just continue to extend this game, it's okay if heroes get picked off every once in a while. The problem is, Dream Team are not going to hold up anytime soon. It looks like they really want to take down the rest of these tier 2s.
They don't have Chin ulti, and they don't have Puck ulti. So I don't think they can pressure. They're probably just going to wait for the Roshan. I mean, they can't take this tower. Oh, what? I thought, yeah, that was... the Bat Rider.
Were you watching the Luna? No.
No, I was watching the Bat Rider and the Puck. They were like 1 inch away from each other and just like staring at each other.
Well, we do have Ancients being cleared right now. Dream Team are just like they're just setting up camp. They are just taking over Next.kz's side of the map, and they're just trying to limit them as much as possible, not give this Luna a whole lot of room to farm. We do have the Shadow Demon coming in around the side. He will see the Bat Rider. Disruption goes down. He's really far forward. Now the Stampede goes out. Afterlife trying to get close enough, but a good force staff over. Mantis will still fall, though. Gets bursted down by the Dagon. Epicenter with it out, but only got about half of it as he gets taken down by Afterlife, and now Equal will fall as well. Good Shell Grave. Now actually Nubik is going to get turned around on. He's going to get popped before he can infest, and the rest of Dream Team has to back out. So that was a 2-for-2 exchange there, PGG. Ooh, barely able to get out in time. We did have a buyback used by the Luna, so it makes it all right for Dream Team. But another situation where I thought a team fight was going to go much more their way than it actually did. Afterlife. Oh, Eclipse, he still had that one. Going to be able to use it. That's why he bought back. He had the Eclipse still up, and he wanted to be able to force a fight around that, but they tried to go on the Centaur, and he's actually getting away. He's trying to buy himself time. 5 seconds for a blink. He's not going to get out. He has to turn, maybe throw a stun. Next.kz, they do actually make that Eclipse usage worth it as they pick up the kill on the Centaur, and now Viper actually has an Aghanim, so things are kind of looking up for Next.
The Luna did buy back there, wasted her ulti. For Centaur, not really worth it. Like you said, the Viper has picked the Ags, and that's actually a big deal in these team fights. They have been getting really great initiations from the Sand King, It's just that if this Luna doesn't have a BKB right now, and she only has 853 HP, so she's really squishy. She can't do anything right now. She can't go on the front lines, and that was unfortunate that Shadow Demon came from behind to start off that team fight and just got Batrider off guard, made Luna get out of position too, and so I'd say it's still a dream until the next Roshan. I still think they have the advantage.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. Until we have a BKB up for Mantis, you know, maybe that's when things start changing. But for now, Dream Team well in control of this match. Now, right now, Nubik, he's got a lot of farm. He needs to go for some sort of luxury item next as he's running out of inventory room. Does he go straight for an Abyssal?
Well, he has to. If you don't go Assault, your first item, and you go Saint Yasha, you have to go Abyssal next, because you don't need the armor or attack speed anymore. You just need the lockdown or damage.
Right. Well, he should be able to pick up a Basher relatively soon, so maybe he gets a couple lucky procs in these team fights and it can make the difference. But I think Next.kz, they're doing a great job so far, just spreading out, keeping up farm. They've been picked off here and there, and that absolutely sucks, but it hasn't. I don't feel they've been punished as badly as they could have. In fact, look at this. We have the Luna, who's going to be able to take a tier 2 in exchange for Roshan, but that's fine. Like, Dream Team, in my mind, we're going to pick up Roshan anyway, with or without the tier 2 going down. Like, I don't really feel that Next.kz could have contested that, so that's kind of a free tier 2.
Yeah, they could have maybe defended it, maybe been more subtle about doing this Roshan, but they just wanted to ensure it. And guess they're just gonna try to probably bulldoze either bottom lane or try to take these last tier 2 towers before this Luna gets a BKB.
Yeah,
looks like
they've given up way too much gold to Next.kz. They really have to like get a big advantage right here. They have to force some sort of fight. I feel like this game is just kind of slowly drawn out a little bit too long now. Oh, there goes the Dazzle. That's one way to deal with the Shallow Grave. Burst him down just real quickly before he can even think about backing up. So now the Dazzle's down. They're just gonna, looks like, you actually have the perfect words for it. Just bulldoze. That is really what this lineup is meant to do, is they're just going to 5-man into the middle lane, take down this tier 2, and possibly go uphill, but it's going to be at quite the trade as you have Next.kz doing quite the split pushing number here, taking in both the top and the bottom lanes fairly far in.
Yeah, there's no Firefly now, which that's a lot of DPS actually. And they definitely need this Sand King's definitely not. He's not in position right now. Let's hurry up.
Centaur gets 4 staff in, but immediately minus. Oh, there goes the Courier. Stand-in actually able to get it. Now the epicenter going down from Reeves. Not going to do much. It's forcing most of Dream Team back. But all they really blew there was the Centaur ultimate and Dream Coil. They're still completely full health and ready to continue this push into the tier 3 tower. Now another jump in. Bro Strike just kind of delay as much as possible with the Aghanims though. Equal has a lot of poke damage up against Dream Team. So when they try and push in, now the grab. Silence goes off, but it's not going to be in time. The Eclipse now being popped as well. Mantis with his BKB has to stay away from Lifestealer, but that's why Equal, he has that Aghanims. He's trying to slow up the Viper as much as possible. Mantis, he's turning and fighting, and Best has to be used by the Lifestealer now. There goes the puck, base shifting, trying to jump away. He's going to have to make a quick blink. Mantis on pursuit though. Nubik, he really wants this kill, but he's not going to be able to get it. Aghanims, Aegis will go down, and there goes the Chen. He will also get popped. 4 staff not quite in time, and Nubik in a bad position. He's just going to get kited around by these flows. There goes the Shallow Grave. And that Aghanim's ultimate, man, it is just tearing Nubik apart, man. He's getting kited so damn hard. All 5 heroes from Next are still up. We had a buyback from the Sand King, but that's it, man. That was a huge win for them.
I was surprised Lena was able to farm a BKB during that. Yeah, that was great. Immediately as Centaur blinked in, he Yule Sceptered, and this used to be an old counter that the Chinese used to do a lot to counter Batrider blink-ins. They would just get a Yule Scepter on one of their heroes, and just immediately as Batrider would blink in, you're like constantly hovering over near your ally unit, and then you make sure. So now it's being used against Centaur. Well played by him. If he had gotten off the triple stomp, I think they would have gone the other way, but they're playing too aggressive, and Shadow Demon's going to get picked off here too. playing a little far out without your Nyax.
Yeah, PGG once again. That means another 40 seconds. Hell, with that one pickoff, they can actually push in. Oh, Yules goes down on the Centaur right as he blinks in. Now he is completely surrounded by heroes all left, right, and center. Now Forstaff forward. Good job, but Afterlife should still fall on the backside, though. We do have the Puck making some plays, trying to pick up some kills. Batrider, he gets very, very low. Good mech usage, though. And Puck maybe thinking around turning and pursuing for more. They try and get out. Mantis, they're trying to pursue him right now, but I don't think they'll be able to pick this up. We don't have a Dream Coil. Centaur has a blink in just another 3 seconds. Mantis, he has to pull out the jukes here. He needs some backup. Where is it? Afterlife, can he get in range for the hoof stomp? Trying to get close enough. The Tranquil Boot's doing some serious work, but Mantis is so damn fast. He's got 28 movement speed on this Centaur. Now they get turned around on. Infest at the right time, pops out, but he's only dodging damage. He's not actually getting on the offensive. Equal gets bashed, and without that ultimate, Nubik is able just to keep right in range of the Viper, so they do make a small trade there. Batrider being lost, as well as the Viper for Next.kz in exchange for a Centaur. Not really worth it for Next.kz, but at least they saved the Luna.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the last 2 Puck ultis and last 2 Stampedes have been very underwhelming, and Puck might get picked off here. They don't have another stun, though. Yeah, without that Batrider, they're not going to be picking off this Puck. And he has a sheep stick. How do you say his name? Yatsun? Yatsu?
Yeah, Yatsun. Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to call him, man.
Yao. That's Yao. Yao.
That sheep stick is going to be, that Scythe of Ice really needed, though. Because we have Luna is getting really big, really fast. They need to try and use a Nyx Bomb, blink in, Scythe of Ice, hex up that Luna, and just burst her down real quickly.
Bye-bye, Bat.
PGG.
Shadow Demon.
Once again, man, how many times is this guy going to get caught out playing way too aggressive?
Man, what's with our Shadow Demons today? They all like being like 0 and 9, 0 and 12 and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, man, he really is 0 and 9. Holy crap.
The other one was 0 and 12. Let's see if he can. I think this game's definitely going to be going on for the next Roshan, so he has time. He has time to catch up.
Yeah, and I feel like Next.kz, they're now in control of this game. Like, they're still going to be playing defensively because they want Luna to farm up as much as possible, and it's not really worth trying to get offensive on Dream Team, or at least not yet. But after that one team fight, man, if they couldn't take it with the Aegis, how the hell are you going to take it now that Luna has a Manta, level 3 Eclipse, a BKB? Like, this Luna has picked up a ton of farm in the last 10 minutes. You could take a look at that experience in Gold Graph, all very, very minimal leads for both sides. So it's quite the even match here in Dream Team. A lot of pressure is on them right now to try and win that one team fight that'll allow them to take a Rax advantage.
I think their biggest obstacle right now, as Nyax picks up Nubik picks up the Abyssal, is the Viper. He's gonna have his BKB soon, and he's the only hero that's actually kiting around the Nyax and stuff. But they have Stampede to counteract it if they just use it at the right timing. And I do think Nyax can outcarry a Luna pretty easily, in my opinion, just because all he needs is a MKB and an Abyssal, and you basically counteract everything a Luna wants to do. Maybe if she gets a Butterfly plus Satanic plus maybe a Scotty, but wraparound might reveal. No, they're going the opposite route. Viper's going to be dead.
Smoke's going to get caught. It's actually maybe the Batrider. They're trying to think on someone to go on, man, but they just can't quite get it. Maybe the Puck jumps to this. Yeah, they can start going on the Batrider. They're going to try and pick off that crucial here. The gem is on the deck. Lucky trying to actually do a cheeky little shallow grade teleport out, but multiple stuns coming out from Next.kz will stop that one. So 2 heroes go down from Next.kz. And Luna's just desperately trying to split push as much as possible. They know that Dream Team cannot immediately go uphill since the lanes are very, very pushed out. And I like the fact that Mantis immediately goes to top. Like, it completely spoils it. Batrider as well as Dazzle will be up by the time that Dream Team, even if they did 5-man into a lane, they wouldn't be there in the base in order to take advantage of those 2 pickoffs.
I agree. It's really nice of him to TP top. He gets a lot of farm from the jungle, and he can help push out the lane and push it back. Both of the creep waves were at the tier 2 towers mid. There's no tier 2 towers left for any side except for Radiant. So Radiant has kind of an edge in the towers. Is that an upside?
What do you think about Lifestealer's next item here?
It's got to be a caress.
Do you try and go an MKB to counteract the butterfly that you know is going to be the next pickup for Mantis? Because what if you have butterfly in the Luna and you go for that, you go for the assault cuirass, but you're not actually getting that direct damage onto Luna due to the evasion? Like, then you're in some serious crap. Oh, PGG, what is happening, man? Batrider, all day, every day, he's trying to pick off PGG, and actually the Centaur ultimate going up. PGG trying to get away. He may actually buy himself enough time to survive. Flame break. Oh, he can't get it off just yet. Now the heals come into play, and it's actually going to be Batrider who goes down. So, hey, I was flaming PGG, but it turns out that that was just a really elaborate bait for them to pick off the Batrider, and now they can push uphill. But it looks like Next.kz, they're going to be forcing Dream Team to either take a trade or defend at their base.
They kind of don't even need the Puck to go high ground. They got a DD Lifestealer actually about to run out. Puck should be able to make it back to bottom if he just runs there in time.
Well, Pipe is going to go down. They start beating onto that tower, but got to remember that Viper ultimate. It's so strong up against the Lifestealer. Now Rage is down. Maybe this is their opportunity to get some sort of burrow strike. They're going to try and pick off the Chen real quickly. And Nubik actually thinks twice about turning that. They're just going to give up the Chen. He was going to turn, but it was probably the call from maybe Puck. It says, like, hey, I'm not there. That's a bad fight to take. So just let the Chen go down. We'll fight them another day.
They should have just sent back the Nyx when he was in Rage, and after his Rage got out, he could have just got sent back, and they could all got back. And then the Roshan should be up. Nobody knows yet, though. Nobody scouted it out. But other than that, yeah, they should pressure, though. They should have pressured that, because Batrider is down, and that's like their only really big initiation.
Well, it looks like Next.kz, they're going to be 5-manning in. They feel pretty good. As I think they've got enough 5-man team fight. As long as they don't let Dream Team be the initiators, they can absolutely go in. Nubik, though, oh god, he's going to get picked off, and he doesn't even have an infest. Even if the lasso didn't last long enough, he wouldn't even be able to infest away. So with that pickoff, Next.kz are going to turn this into Roshan, and this is important because this means Aegis as well as Cheese.
He needs the buyback.
Yeah, Dream Team can absolutely contest this. But they're going to need to start moving right away. Buyback and Next.kz, with that sound, they go ahead and back out. They realize it's not worth it to try and take Roshan and have a really bad 5v5 team fight occur.
Yeah, now they have that sort of fight too without Batrider lasso. Batrider's lasso is coming up in 10. They're going to fight it. Let's see what's going to happen.
Lifestealer, he's focused on bringing Roshan down. We do have a small amount of vision being used for Manta, just trying to see into the pits. But Dream Team Batrider jumps in. He's actually going to go for the Puck here. There goes the ultimate. Stampede going down. BKB's popped on both sides, and a two-man bro strike as well. Nubik, he's trying to focus down Mantis, but he's got the BKB as well as Shalgrave, and now he just has to turn and fight whatever he can reach, but they're just getting kited around. Next.kz, they're doing such a great job. Equal, though, he's been sunned up, gets another slow on Nubik, and now he's just being kited apart. Mantis is tearing into him, and the Force Staff up the cliff means that Nubik has nothing to latch onto. So 4 heroes go down, and maybe even Puck will fall. As Batrider trying to get that last hit. Good phase shift, jump up to the orb, but Batrider will catch up to you eventually. Fire, he heals himself, but the fire was going to be there, so he gets a complete team wipe there. All they lose is the Sand King, and they get Gem, they get Roshan. They're going to have an Aegis as well as Cheese. That was a wonderful team fight for Next.kz, and now they've got a huge advantage because on top of Aegis, Cheese, on all the gold they just picked up, but for me, Butterfly. That was going to be the big item that was picked up by Next.kz that puts them fully in control of the game now.
Yeah, it all started with this pickoff from the Nyx, and now he had to buy back. So he lost roughly about 3,000 gold, and now he's not going to have any items for the next time. They might be able to end this. They don't have a buyback on... Well, they have a buyback on Puck. They have no buyback on Nyx, and they're definitely going to lose this mid, and they're going to lose their chin too.
PGG slow on the disruption means that both of them will get picked off here. Seals goes down, Centaur ultimate being used just to be able to get PG back to safety, but it just means it's not going to be there for the next team fight. So Next.kz, they'll take this set of racks, but do they go in for more? Centaur, 2-man stun, just anything to slow down Next.kz and hopefully prevent them from taking a second set of racks, because that's exactly what Next.kz want to do. They're going to go for this tier 3. We do have the Lifestealer as well as the Puck. They're going to have to fight around that. They don't have the Chen, but such is life. Centaur jumps in. That Burrow Strike going down on the Shadow Demon. Looks like he may take out here, but the main fight rages on. We do already have Dazzle being picked off. Nubik, he's trying to latch on to somebody, trying to go for the Bat Rider, but he's just being torn apart by this Luna. There's way too much right-click damage. Reeves, he was already able to kill the Shadow Demon. Now the Puck's trying to get back to base, but not even he will survive. And another team fight for Next.kz. They take out Dream Team and now going to be able to end this game and take the first game of this 2-game series.
I mean, they did get, yeah, there you go, Reeves. Nice epicenter. Get those creeps. But, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, they had too much survivability and kiting. They just got kited. And when you only have one carry with Sanayax, and he gets kited, what are you going to do? Luna's too much, and they had a lot of heals themselves with Shadow Priest and the Viper with the mech. It's just, they had a lot of sustain, and it just outlasted them for sure in these team fights.
So was it the draft for Dream Team? Was it their Lifestealer pickup, last pick, or was it them not executing when they had that big advantage?
They definitely didn't put enough pressure, and once the Bat Rider just made really good, he made 2-3 good plays with his Yule Scepter, making Centaur useless. And that kind of changed the way of the game. And that dive, that we can all go back to the dive. It wasn't the draft. It was the dive at the tier 3 behind the line when they all got team wiped. When they didn't need to do that because they were ahead. But when they did that, Luna got even bigger, and Viper managed to finish his BKB too in that span. So then they had nothing to deal with the Viper and the Luna. So I don't think it was the draft too much, but as definitely late game, it kind of does favor Next.kz. But I think they had enough to do it, but they didn't do it for Dream Team.
All right, well, Dream Team 168 falter going into the late game, and now Next.kz are 1 game up, which is very, very important. The Dota 2 Champions League Season 3, these are all 2-game series, so we just have the one last game coming up, guys, and that'll be in just a couple minutes. We're going to take a short break, play some music, play some commercials, and we'll be back with Next.kz facing up against Dream Team.